What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. So Cassidy and Arsonal Face Off Part 2 drop on the URL app. Again, the app is fire, y'all. I'm keeping it real. I like the app. The app is fire. If you ain't got the app, get the app, man. It definitely for the battle rap fans. It's definitely for that. As the battles are going on, you got the power in your hand to score and judge these battles as they go. You know what I'm saying? So you should have no doubt of who won. If you're scoring it one way, you score it the other way, the same way. And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, your prediction should come out correct if you're being honest. But the app is definitely fire. $7 a month. Can't beat that. Now, with that being said, Cassidy and Arsonal Face Off Part 2 happens. And once again, I have to admit, Cassidy won this face off also. I don't believe he's going to win the battle at all, but he won his face off. I'm very disappointed in Arsonal. I'm very, very disappointed in Arsonal. I will say this, Arsonal did a little bit more. Arsonal did a little bit more than what he did in the first one, but this was still stupid also to some degree. My thing I don't like about Arsonal and these face-offs is you sitting there acting as if you don't know what a face-off is. You were the league owner. Y'all was one of the first battle rap leagues to do face-offs. Now you get in one yourself and you just sitting there with your arm in your coat, leaning back, like you don't have a care in the world. It's a face-off. Sometimes you get into it, sometimes you don't. But Cassidy is actually playing the game the way it's supposed to be played and done. And when you throwing things out there, he not only matching your energy, he turning it around on you. He using what you saying and reversing it and coming up with better arguments for it than you. And you smarter than that. And you more in tune with what battle rap is to be having Cassidy son you like that in these face off, man. I don't understand that, man. Y'all be having that brother look like a star up there. That'd be crazy, man. I don't get that, man. I really don't get that, man. I be stunned and shocked at that, like. So in this face off, up from 15 minutes of fame doing it, he was taking opportunities. It's crazy. The questions he was asking Cassidy was actually personal questions he wanted to know and was accusing Cassidy of, but making it seem as though he was on neutral stuff. Like, for instance, he said this about Cassidy. He said, is it about the money? Because you said Goods wasn't any good, and now you're saying Cassidy, and now you're saying ours is no good. So is it just about the money? Does it really matter does it really matter? Like if they say ours can't make it, and they're going to put me in his place instead of ours, would you battle me? If they gave you the same check, would you battle me? Cassidy turned to him like, checked him basically, like, look. See, this what I don't like about you, man. He like, what? What'd I do? Well, you used the deceptive question. You're using a deceptive question because this is in the face-off. You taking how you personally feel and you addressing that man in that, but what does that really have to do with the battle, really? Whether or not he doing it for the money or not. Of course he doing it for the money, or he wouldn't be here. That's a foolish question. He ain't doing it for, oh, give me your best. No, wear my check. Like he said, I'm Mr. Chicken. Wear my check, and I battle anybody you want me to battle. So I get where Cassidy was coming from when Cassidy say, look, this is what I don't like about you. I told you many times, I battle who they give me. As long as my check right, I battle who the person who paying me wants me to battle. The decision is not mine. Yeah, they trash. But if this who the people putting their money on for me to battle, that's who I'm gonna battle. I'm not picking. I feel them on that. I feel them on that. That's true. The person who paying has the right to say, "Ooh, I'm putting my money on." So if the URL paying Cassidy 100 thousand and they saying we want you to battle Sirius Jones, it's not Cassidy's fault. That's what they paying for. I'm paying for you and Sirius Jones. So I get what Cassidy's saying. But some of them questions that was asked by seemed more personal towards Cassidy and than Arsonal, rather than being in a debate. Even when he kicked it off and said, "Why am I here?" He was really exposing Cassidy because you know why you there. You know why you there. You there because Cassidy they want Jay Black there. So you wanted to put that out there so that people could see the diva Cassidy is. I get that. I understand that. That was wrong. That was wrong because your questions are personal towards him. It's not like that question wasn't for Arsonal. That question was strictly for Cassidy. You get what I'm saying? The other question, strictly for Cassidy. So, and things like that. And when Cassidy was zoning off on Arsonal, I get more girls than you. I've been around the world more than you. I did all that. Unc come back in again, telling Cassidy, what does that have to do with the battle? What does that have to do with the battle? Well, Unc, it has a lot to do with the battle because they sizing each other up. And what he's telling Arsonal is, don't talk none of that stuff about me. Don't talk about how many girls you get. Don't talk about the places you've been. Don't talk about none of the money that you're getting. Because at the end of the day, I got more girls than you, travel more places than you, make more money than you, am more street, am more so. That's what a face-off's supposed to be. Let him talk his stuff. Let him talk his stuff. That's what he's supposed to have been doing. So I really didn't like how you narrated that face-off. Your questions were personal, directed shot towards him. And when he checked you like that, let's just be real. No matter how much we can say Cassidy is delusional, no matter how much we don't agree with what he said, he ain't stupid to that point where he know when a person trying to put him on blast. He's not that stupid like that. And you were doing that throughout this face-off, Unc, and I got to call you out on that. You definitely was. The face-off was very entertaining. Cassidy won this thing. Again, I believe he actually took it from Arsonal, and he literally exposed Arsonal on a lot of levels. A lot of levels of Arsonal being emotional. Arsonal sitting up there trying to be cocky and arrogant, acting like he the big man. Like, you was proving Cassidy point. You sitting there, Arsonal, and Cassidy like, look at him. He the happiest dude in the world. This is a dream come true for him. And Arsonal sitting there like, you know how much money I'm getting for this layup? You just proved this point. You just proved this point. That the biggest battle in your career, you getting all this money for this layup, and you sitting there like, come on, man. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Which gives you this award. No. That was horrible. Didn't like it at all. But that's exactly what you did, brother. You put that out there like that. Cassidy took it, reversed it, and made you look bad on it. Just because you were calling him the P word, you got away with it. Then they back and forth talking about sucking each other's penis in graphic details of how they want the penis sucked. Like, both things do. You can tell when Arsonal said that, it took Cassidy by surprise. It shook. He said, my nigga, Then Cassidy thinking of ways to say it worse than him. Suck my thing. Look, your mother will suck my thing. Your baby's mom will suck my thing. Arsonal come in. What? Your grandmama will suck my thing. Your friends will suck my thing. In your son's room. Cassie like, look, my nigga, look. If your mother was here with me and they saw my face against your ugly face, they would suck my thing. The whole thing. Lift it up, the balls and all. They will suck that. Arsonal hit back. What do you mean? What do you mean? Suck my thing? I'm like, what the hell are these dudes? Okay. Okay, now they in a sucking thing argument. Your mama suck it, your niece suck it, your children suck it. Horrible. I got to bang the gavel on both of you clowns for that. Both of you dudes sound horrible. No. No, 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 no. That's so damn gay. That's gay. That's so gay. Rather not y'all were saying the women suck it. No, no, no. Arsonal, you told that man to suck your thing. I don't care how disrespectful you is. That's never sound right in no type of way when you invite another man to your penis. I believe what the Bible say. Out of the mouth, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Out of the abundance of your heart, the mouth speaketh. Even entertaining that, saying that out of your mouth only mean you might desire it in some type of way. I don't care how disrespectful you want to be. That's just something I can't recall, even when I was in the streets, ever saying that to somebody. And I done been in a lot of verbal wars and physical wars. I can't recall ever being that mad when I told somebody to suck my penis. Well, I told another man to suck my penis. I can't recall that ever. It don't even register in my head of ever saying something like that. So that was just horrible. But overall, Cassidy, man, he owned this face-off, man, again. And I don't like the fact of what I'm seeing with Arsonal. It seemed like he's being too extra. And I believe in this battle, he's going to try to pull that, and he don't have to. He don't have to. Cassidy is the one that has something to prove. Arsonal, you have nothing to prove. Cassidy have to prove himself. Cassidy got to bring the fight to you. You don't have to bring the fight to Cassidy. He have to bring the fight to you. You winning on every level, every advantage. I just don't see how you don't get this, brother. And why you trying to entertain this ignorance, man, and trying to be on some bully stuff. This is not the type of battle to be on. Cassidy is nobody to bully, nothing to bully. So why even make this battle out of a bully match when you potentially can mess this battle up? I definitely don't like it at all. You lost this face off both times. Cassidy showed that he was the more experienced. He was the more advanced. He was more equipped and able to adapt and handle these situations that you should definitely been schooling him on. I don't see that. You very emotional. You very in your feelings. You sitting there cocky and arrogant like you the man of the city, and you know better than that. You better than that, brother. You got way too much experience in this, not only by yourself, but also being your own league owner and prepping other battle rappers for this, only for you to act all brand new like this something strange when it's when it's your turn now. I don't get that at all, man, and I'm sorry. I got to bang the gavel on you again. No. You're doing a horrible, terrible job in promoting, a horrible, terrible job in conducting yourself in these face-offs, a horrible, terrible job in being a league owner and professionalism, and that's horrible, brother. And I hope by the time this battle take place, October 6th, you got yourself together. You locked in. You're not trying to show out, be cocky and arrogant, and mess this battle up on some goofy stuff because you being too extra. You don't have to bring the battle to Cassidy. Cassidy got to bring the fight to you. And this your boy, Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's a question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth. Click the link in the description box. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to follow you back. Also, if you're able to give, and only if you're able to give, please donate to the channel. My Cash App and PayPal information is inside the account. Your contributions, charity, and definitely needed and appreciated. It's your boy, Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's some question. It's yours.